morning from Monterey Bay. This is the first of our patron-only weekly updates that we'll be doing moving forward. It's October 14th, and we've been having a wonderful time sailing down the California coast here, and looking forward to doing these little videos for you guys.
Yeah, so this video, we're just going to give you an update of really our last month. So it's a little extensive, but moving forward, we'll probably just give you our little weekly updates, and we definitely would love to hear from you. If there's any sort of questions or you're interested in anything in particular, please let us know. Comment either on the Patreon's page or our Facebook page or on our YouTube, anywhere, and we would love to have more interaction with you.
Yeah, so before we talk about what we've been up to for the last month since we started this trip towards Mexico, just give a quick update of what's coming up. We are going to leave Monterey tomorrow. The forecast looks really good. It looks like about 10 to 15 knots from the northwest. We have about a 70-mile or 90-mile leg depending on where we end up stopping. So we're going to leave early tomorrow morning and start heading downwind. Seadream McClyde does really good in about 15 knots downwind, so that keeps the sea state modest and moderate for us. And we're not going to have to deal with huge waves, hopefully, and get on down to the next part, which is going to be probably Morro Bay or San Simeon Bay, just getting to the kind of towards Southern California now.
Yeah. Well, it's actually been 1 month to the day,
oh, yeah.
which I didn't even think about that, since we left Near Bay. We spent about a week in the Salish Sea. We stopped by Port Townsend and was at the Wooden Boat Show, which was really wonderful. Picked up our crewmate Kevin in Port Angeles, and then a month ago on September 14th we departed Near Bay at 12:30 in the afternoon, and it was really beautiful. Our first couple days out, it was bright and clear and pretty fast sailing. We had one day, I think it was our 4th day out at sea, that was pretty calm. We were never completely becalmed.
So we ended up sailing about 130 miles offshore. The intention was to be about 130 to 150 miles offshore to avoid shipping and get better winds and better currents out there as well. And being out there makes it so you're quite committed. Obviously you can't just run into a port, and we ended up really wanting to be able to do that, but we couldn't because the winds that came off Cape Mendocino typically are about 100 miles out. It's a really classic area for gales to be occurring regularly, and they expanded to about 300 miles offshore. When we were approaching that area, there was really nothing we could do, and so we just had to face that gale.
The gale ended up being quite the experience for all of us. Both Trevor and our crewmate Kevin did awesome jobs going back and forth on watches. Trevor really took the lead as the captain and stayed out there for long watches as we were getting settled into that new environment that we were dealing with. I unfortunately was very ill. I could barely move and was just sick the entire time. But we all ended up working really well together, and I look forward to sharing more of my hallucinations as well as some of Trevor's and just more of that experience in further detail in our videos to come. But that's a little snippet. Yeah, more to come in that one. There's lots to unpack there. Yeah. After we landed exactly 7 days to the hour in Drake's Bay, just north of San Francisco, we enjoyed a really nice walk there, some good food. We ate so much, and then the next day headed into San Francisco Bay. And Kevin, he stayed with us for another 2 or 3 days, and Trevor and I ended up staying in the Bay Area for almost 2 weeks, about 11 or 12 days. And we started in Sausalito. We went over to Aquatic Park and were anchored right in front of downtown San Francisco for a couple of days. We went to Angel Island. We went over to Paradise Cove and anchored out there. And then spent about 4 days in Berkeley, which we just absolutely loved there. The yacht club just was so warm and welcoming to us.
Yeah, and then after the 11, 12 days there, we carried on to Half Moon Bay, which is about 30 miles south of San Francisco Bay. And there's a big breakwater protecting this south-facing bay, so it was super calm in there. We used the Half Moon Bay Yacht Club facilities a bit. They have this floating dock and that we can't tie our sailboat to, but we were able to use for our dinghy. And there's a little electric ferry to get back and forth from shore, which is really cool, to not have to drag the dinghy up on shore and not use the inner harbor, which was a bit more of a dinghy ride. So that was really great. So thanks to the Half Moon Bay Yacht Club. We enjoyed some more hikes there and just a lot of relaxing. It was really nice hot weather. We enjoyed hanging out on the beach as well. And then from there, we had about a 50-mile day to Santa Cruz. And once we anchored up at Santa Cruz, just off the pier there, we headed up to a place called Fenton and saw the Whalers, or at least the original Whalers. There's one fellow that used to play with Bob Marley a long time ago. Al Anderson.
He was great.
That was cool.
Yep. Yeah, and so after that, we woke up the next morning and, yeah, sure thing, the amusement park with the old roller coasters and amusement rides were going off and people are screaming, and we kind of looked at each other and we're like, let's keep moving on. So we traveled just about 14 miles into Moss Landing, and wow, it is absolutely amazing there.
Yeah.
We were able to stay on Reciprocal with the Elkhorn Yacht Club, and super welcoming. Their facilities were really wonderful, very sweet. And we were able to borrow some kayaks and kayak up the slough there for some just phenomenally intimate wildlife experiences with otters and seals and pelicans. It was super magical.
All kinds of different shorebirds, tons of wading birds and gulls and things. And this slough goes back about 7 miles. It's all salt water and brackish. But a really, really rich area. It's sort of on the Pacific Flyway for migrating birds. So it's a really cool experience to be able to kayak up there. And the Elkhorn Yacht Club let us use some kayaks, which was really awesome as well.
I already said that.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
We'll edit that part out, maybe.
We also stopped by this amazing veggie and fruit stand and filled most of our boat with, just really amazing local vegetables and fruits.
Affordable as well. Very cheap.
Yeah, I think we ended up walking away with 18 avocados for $3.
Yeah,
and
sweet.
They're very good too. Yeah, it was bittersweet leaving Moss Landing, but we traveled again in the Monterey Bay over to the city of Monterey itself, in some pretty choppy seas. The swell was still up there from some heavier weather the couple days before while we were in Moss Landing. And so I am still on the journey to enjoy and figure out how to enjoy our ocean time. So more on that to come.
If anyone has any anti-seasick tricks, let us know, because we're trying everything.
Yeah, we really are.
Yeah.
But Monterey is amazing as well. Again, we were able to stay with the Monterey Peninsula Yacht Club, docked right underneath their clubhouse right now, and we got welcomed in again so wonderfully by some of the members and staff there.
Within about 45 minutes of being tied up here, we were invited up for dinner by Bob and Richard. Richard also has a westerly, which is a rarity, and so he's very excited to see our boat, and so we had a lovely dinner with them. They treated us to that, so thank you so much if you're watching this for that, guys. And then Richard also offered us his guest member passes to the aquarium, so we went and checked out the aquarium. So thanks so much for that again, Richard. That was a real sweet treat. And yes, we've really been enjoying ourselves here. Went and saw the Rocky Horror Picture Show, which Bob was performing in. He played in the band there, played piano, and that was really cool to watch.
Yeah, on Friday the 13th.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a very small, just the local theater here, and it was fabulous. They did a great job, and the whole crowd to the audience was just super interactive. It was a really fun night out. So we're spending our last day here, just settling in. We're going to go find a bakery to find some tasty treats and
find some internet to upload this for y'all.
To enjoy some tasty treats and some internet. So we'll be here for the rest of today. Maybe we'll find some bikes to rent and go travel around a little bit. And tomorrow looks like a really nice day to keep on heading south. So that's where we're at. This is our update. Yeah,
and this update's definitely longer than what will be up ahead. We'll just be doing for hopefully just a week period. So hopefully you enjoyed this extended one. And we got a new video coming up on YouTube, and also we'll release it early for you guys as well. So Thanks so much for your support and for watching.
Yeah, thanks so much.
Bye for now.